This is Gizmos. We first need to log in. Gizmos is easy to get set up with. You'll have a class code or a code that you can join with, so that it is free. Here's your home page, and at the top you have your classes, so you can create a class. You title it whatever you would like. So I will title this one test class, and we can give it a full name too, and it will add the class. So it's very easy. For each class or classes total, you'll be given a class enroll code. So you send this out to students. So the easiest way is to have students go to explorelearning.com, and at the top where it says login/enroll, they will put in this code, and then they will sign up using their any information they want. I tell students to use their ID number and birthday to sign up. Sometimes it gives them trouble signing up, so they have to do it a couple times, but that's okay. They still will get in, hopefully. Sometimes if it's not working, if they try to sign up, they fill in all their information and it doesn't work, I have them skip the email part, and somehow that tends to work if we need to. So then eventually it will show you a class roster. You'll see the names of your students. You'll see their username and password, which is nice because if they forget their password or their username, you can give it to them. But if they're doing ID number and birthday, then they should not have any issue getting logged in. So that is how to get a class set up. Now here is how to find a gizmo. So the nice thing is you can browse by grade level and topic, California standard, a certain textbook, and then in the community you can also pick. So if we go grade and topic, or actually by let's do grade and topic. You can see, let's see, we are covering life science soon. So if we wanted to look at a gizmo for cells, we can go to cells, and here is all of the different gizmos that we can use. So let's click on cell energy cycle, because that is something that we will be doing in the future. So this is the gizmo page. If you click add to class, you can add it to a specific class, or you can add it to all your classes. So I'll add it to test class. It's been added, so we're all good. Things that come with a gizmo include a student exploration sheet and an answer key, a teacher guide, and a vocab sheet. I always pick the student exploration sheet and pick the Word document format. Oftentimes I find the ones that Gizmos provide, they're a little bit too long, and students kind of get tired of what they're doing. So I might condense some questions into one, or take off questions, or even sometimes whole sections, just to focus on exactly what we're doing. So I never take the sheet directly from the Gizmo. And I'm not going to open it, because if I try to open it, it won't show because my screencast is only in this tab. In the community, it gives you other created materials, so you can see that what other teachers have made, if they've modified either up or down. So this one's done AP Bio, and this one has gone down to middle school, so it all works. Some recommendations, and then you can play with it. So on students' iPads, they would get set up on the website, and then they will actually use the app called Gizmos. They'll log in there, and they will search for the gizmo you want to do. So if you put it in, they're all in alphabetical order, so they just swipe through until they get to the one that they want. On the iPad, it won't work on the website because it is Flash-based, but on my computer it will work. So if I click on the Cell Energy Cycle Gizmo, I click Launch Gizmo, and then I can do it. So on the student sheet, the one that you would give students, it will give them the instructions for what to do, so step by step for what to do. So if we add in oxygen, okay, oxygen didn't go into the chloroplast. We add, I don't have the instructions down here, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, drag photosynthesis reactants to the chloroplast. Okay, add carbon dioxide, we add in water. Okay, Oh, and then it gives the instructions down here. So that's new on the website. Add light, and all those instructions would show up on the student exploration sheet. So then it shows the output. And so then the students would figure out, okay, so start with carbon dioxide and water, and it creates oxygen and glucose. So it's a very good tool. Again, you can do respiration and cycle. Additionally, at the end, there are assessment questions. So you can assign students assessment questions. I never do. Sometimes the kids do it on their own, but I just never end up doing it. But you can assign it to them. And then when you look at your class roster, you can see their results too. So that is Gizmos. Again, so if I go back to my classes and go back to test class, I can see that I added cell energy cycle to this one. So a lot of times if there's a specific gizmo that I want students to do, I will add it into the class. It won't show up on the app, the ones that I've added to their class, but it will show up on the website. And I do this more for myself just to keep track. So as I'm searching gizmos and I like some, I will either add them to the class or I have my own planning class, which is where I store all the gizmos that I've found that would relate to things that we have talked about or things that we might use. So that is Gizmos. Good luck. You're going to do just fine.